you ever wondered what goes on in the mind of a narcissist when you decide to cut ties and vanish from their life? Do they experience regret? Do they feel pain? Or do they start plotting ways to regain control? In this video, we will explore the hidden hopes and dark calculations of a narcissist when you choose to exit their toxic cycle. Brace yourself, as what you're about to hear may send chills down your spine. When the bond between you and the narcissist first breaks, they are convinced you'll falter. They trust in your compassion, lingering guilt, and desire for closure. They believe they have you figured out, that you cannot exist without them. As a result, the narcissist often chooses silence, a calculated silence, waiting for you to come crawling back. But if you're strong enough to move on, the real game of cat and mouse begins. Imagine the narcissist as a cat, relishing in the game. They savor the power they feel as the tiny mouse cowers in fear under their control. Every swat, every chase brings them satisfaction, and they never worry about the prey escaping. In their eyes, that weak little mouse could never evade their grasp. But then something unexpected happens. The exhausted, seemingly defeated mouse suddenly dashes for freedom. In that moment, the narcissist is stunned to realize that the game is over and that the prey has slipped through their fingers. However, don't celebrate just yet. A narcissist doesn't easily relinquish their prey. They always have a bag of tricks ready to reclaim what they've lost when you decide to cut ties. Number 1. Seduction Strategy. The first tactic they'll employ is the seduction strategy. This is the narcissist's opening move. They will recall what you loved most about them and turn up the charm to the maximum. They'll try to reel you back in with tactics that worked before, such as love bombing. If you're unaware, narcissistic relationships typically follow 4 main stages: idealization, devaluation, discard, and hoovering. Following this cycle, they'll use hoovering to pull you back into their web of manipulation. They'll revive the honeymoon phase, making you recall the sweet words and gestures they once showered upon you. Like skilled actors, they'll perform the role of a captivating lover, tricking you into thinking they've changed, that the love is still there. They may become obsessed with monitoring you, stalking your social media, or even contacting mutual friends to gather information. But don't mistake this for genuine love. To them, you're merely a source of supply, a prey feeding their massive ego. They might send you heartfelt messages like, "I miss you," or share a song that tugs at your heartstrings. They might promise to change, to be a better person, but stay alert. These are calculated lies, cunning tactics to manipulate you. Their aim isn't to win your heart, but to exploit your nostalgia and make you doubt your decision to cut ties. The sad truth is, this seduction is as shallow as a puddle. They haven't changed, they've just donned a better mask. Don't be fooled again. Remember, narcissists don't understand love. Everything they do is aimed at maintaining power and control over you. Number 2. Closure Trap. If seduction doesn't work, they may bait you with promises of closure. Just when you think you've escaped their toxic cycle, they'll reappear with seemingly kind and understanding words like, "We both deserve a clear ending," or "I owe you an explanation." It sounds reasonable, even mature, but don't be deceived. This isn't for you. It's to reopen the door you've firmly shut. The honest conversation you're hoping for is just an illusion. It's a scripted emotional play designed by the narcissist. Tearful apologies and promises of change are sweet traps to lull you back into submission. They don't truly regret anything, nor do they intend to change. Everything is orchestrated to achieve one goal: regaining control over you. If you reopen the door, they'll see it as an invitation to continue their manipulative ways. They'll believe you've forgiven them or accepted their behavior and will push even further. They may try to bind you with complex entanglements like shared children or financial ties, making it even harder to escape. If you share children with them, maintain minimal contact, only communicating about the kids when absolutely necessary. Use co-parenting apps to keep exchanges brief and clear. If they text you at 1 a.m., claiming to be concerned about the kids, recognize it as an attempt to violate your boundaries. Stay firm and uphold the limits you've set. When someone contacts you late at night with trivial matters, it's often a ploy to disrupt your peace and pull you back into their control. Stay vigilant. Avoid engaging in unnecessary conversations or meetings. Such interactions only lead to more trouble. Protect your peace by holding steadfast to your decision, steering clear of temptations, and focusing on your own life. Number 3. Faking a better life. One day, you might stumble upon the narcissist's social media and see that they're living an impossibly perfect life. They're holding hands with a new partner, smiling radiantly, appearing happier than ever. They're doing everything you once dreamed of: lavish vacations, romantic gestures, grand gifts. It's like a picture-perfect love story, leaving you with a pang of envy and regret. But stay sharp. This is nothing more than an intricately staged performance, a calculated tactic to provoke a reaction from you. The narcissist wants to prove they've moved on and that they don't regret anything. They aim to make you feel miserable, guilt-ridden, and regretful for leaving them. The truth, however, is that behind the facade of happiness lies a deeply insecure and wounded person. They try to fill the emptiness inside with fleeting relationships and superficial pleasures. They crave admiration and attention from others to mask their fear of being forgotten or abandoned. Remember, true happiness doesn't need to be flaunted on social media. Don't let the glamorous images and flowery words deceive you. Focus on building your own life, nurturing genuine relationships, and finding happiness within yourself. Number 4. They pretend to be pitiful. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, and one of their favorite tactics is to attack you indirectly through others. Instead of confronting you head-on, they subtly exploit your empathy or the people around you to hit your weak spots. Imagine you're trying to move on after a breakup, only to hear rumors about how the narcissist is struggling. Friends, acquaintances, and even mutual contacts may unknowingly become pawns in their game. You might hear things like, "Did you know they're having a really tough time since the breakup?" Or, "They still miss you a lot." Sometimes, the narcissist might even play the role of the noble ex, expressing respect for your decision and wishing you happiness. All these words and stories are meticulously crafted to stir your emotions, spark curiosity, and make you question your choices. The narcissist wants you to waver, to second-guess your decision, or at the very least to feel angry enough to break your silence. But stay sharp. Don't fall into their trap. Every message, every accidental update about their life is bait, designed to elicit a reaction from you. Whether it's anger, frustration, or concern, any emotional response you give is a win for the narcissist because it proves they still have power over your emotions. Silence is your greatest weapon right now. By ignoring the rumors and provocations, you rob the narcissist of their power. They will realize they no longer have control over you or influence over your feelings. That's the sweetest revenge you can have against a narcissist. Number 5. The smear campaign. When the pitiful victim mask fails to work, the narcissist will quickly change tactics. They'll drop the role of the downtrodden and adopt the guise of someone wronged or persecuted. This is where their smear campaign begins, a tactic psychology often refers to as the flying monkey strategy. You may wonder, what does flying monkey mean? The term originates from Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz and was popularized by the film adaptation. In the story, the flying monkeys are loyal minions of the Wicked Witch, blindly following her commands without question. In the context of narcissistic relationships, flying monkeys are people manipulated by the narcissist to act against their victim. These can be family members, friends, or co-workers who are persuaded through rumors, promises, or threats. These monkeys engage in behaviors like spying, spreading false information, and aiding the narcissist in isolating the victim. Narcissists, with their inflated egos, crave admiration and being the center of attention. They lack empathy and are indifferent to the pain they cause. To maintain their narrative, they'll accuse you of the very things they did to you. They'll rewrite history, painting themselves as the poor victim who endured mistreatment at your hands. No tactic is too low when it comes to smearing your reputation and disrupting your life. The narcissist will spread misinformation to your friends, family, and colleagues, twisting personal details and conflicts to paint you in a bad light. Their goal is to isolate you, making you lose the trust and support of those around you. What's even more alarming is their ability to convince others with their manipulative charm and seemingly pitiful demeanor. They easily gain sympathy from others who then turn against you and believe the narcissist's lies. Remember, all these tricks aim to control and sabotage your life. They want you to live in fear, despair, and insecurity. They want you to come crawling back, begging for reconciliation just to satisfy their hunger for power. Don't take the bait. Stand firm, protect your peace, and don't let the narcissist's lies and dirty tactics sway you. Number 6, they hope you live in misery. Even after inflicting so much pain and suffering, narcissists hope you'll live in regret and anguish. They can't feel these emotions themselves, but they revel in watching you drown in despair. They convince themselves that you've wronged them, betrayed them, or abandoned them. Fueled by their inflated ego and towering arrogance, narcissists imagine a scenario where you come back pleading for a second chance. They want you to feel so guilty and tormented that you seek them out and beg for forgiveness. However, this desire doesn't stem from love or sincerity, but from a thirst for power and control. They don't want your love. They want your submission and dependence. If you come back, it's not to rebuild the relationship. It's to reaffirm their dominance. They want to prove that no matter what happens, they are the ultimate victor, capable of manipulating and controlling you. Number 7, new supply. While they're frantically trying to lure you back, narcissists are also quick to search for a new supply to fill the void you left. The harsh truth is that they cannot tolerate loneliness, not because they miss you, but because they cannot live without the emotional fuel that feeds their inflated ego. They need someone to praise them, submit to them, and become the target of their manipulation. Even as they work to win you back, they are silently scouting for a replacement. This often becomes evident on social media. You may see them posting pictures with someone new, a calculated move to prove to themselves and the world that they don't need you. These posts are not just about showing off. They're designed to hurt you. They know these images might make you question your self-worth, leading you to think, maybe I was the problem. Maybe they found someone better. But it's all a psychological game. The new relationship they flaunt is just another tool to maintain their image and temporarily fill the emotional void. They might even recreate things you once wished for. Trips, future plans you suggested but never experienced together. By doing this, they not only make you feel abandoned, but also spark the idea that they've become a better person for someone new. The truth, however, is that they haven't changed. They're merely using another person as a tool to maintain control, and that new person will eventually become trapped in the same toxic cycle. Remember, they are not seeking genuine love or long-term attachment. They're simply searching for a new target to exploit. Your leaving didn't make them change. It only pushed them to find someone else to fill the void you left behind. But the important thing to understand is that you are not the problem. Maintain your boundaries, no matter how hard they try to pull you back. Their quick replacement of you is not a reflection of your inadequacy, but a testament to their instability and selfishness. You deserve a real relationship where your value is recognized and where you're loved without having to fight for it. Number 8. They hope you regret leaving them. Narcissists often employ all their tactics, smearing, feigned remorse, punishment, and quickly replacing you to achieve one ultimate goal, pushing you into despair. They want you to feel like your life has fallen apart because you left them. They hope you'll drown in regret, wondering if you made a mistake by walking away. But the truth is, leaving a narcissist is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It frees you from their manipulation, their games, and their cruelty. What they hope for is not your return, but your misery. They want you to live a life of regret, loneliness, and uncertainty. But don't let them win. You are stronger than you think, and you've made the right choice by breaking free. Stay strong and continue on your path of healing and self-improvement. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.